Social media has set you guys up to fail, man. Don't worry, my friends. In this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to overcome social media addiction and why that's important, as well as how these companies get you hooked on social media. First up, social media drastically affects attention span. Most of you guys won't even be able to watch this video the whole way through because you're just that mentally numb and that dopamine addicted. It may sound harsh, but it's true. In a study, it was found that social media had caused our generation's attention span to reduce significantly from 12 seconds, already low, to 8.25, putting us lower than goldfish. Watch this video the full way through. Let's try to find the root of the problem and tackle the bigger issue here. Let's face it, if you're catching yourself on your phone way more than you should be, there may be a much larger factor coming in at play. So that begs the question, why do we use YouTube Shorts or any social media in the first place? Why do we even use technology for entertainment? Boredom and loneliness. It sounds sad, but it's true. Our boredom and loneliness is what fuels these apps, and decreasing our boredom is the only way out. Okay, now we found the root of the problem and how social media companies use this to their advantage. Here's 3 ways in which you can fix it that you can start right now. 1. Conscious reminders. Don't make the mistake of just setting limits on your phone, as your brain can easily get desensitized to it. Instead, before you go on your phone, start consciously reminding yourself why you're going on your phone. Tell yourself in your mind, okay, I'm picking up my phone, I'm using it for X reason. Just start thinking about that and you'll realize you have these tiny impulses all the time, every day, every few minutes that tell you, oh, you're bored, start watching YouTube Shorts. Oh, you're bored, go onto Instagram. This is a destructive habit because this can not only cause massive damage to our dopamine receptors, massive damage to our attention span, but also massive damage to our mental health. You may have seen the content that is being posted on Instagram as a life that is perfect without any flaw, and this can lead us to compare it to our own life, which more often than not is not perfect. And so this can heavily warp your perception of life itself. If no specific purpose comes to mind, you'll know that you're just looking for those quick hits of dopamine. And I'm quite sure, being a person that actively watches my videos, you'll turn it off. Number 2, make it as hard as possible. Now, I have evidence, written evidence to back this up. In the book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, he says that in order to stop a bad habit, make it as difficult as possible to start doing that habit. Therefore, you want to do everything in your power to stop yourself. And number 3 is the big one. Focus on your real life first. I touched on this earlier on. A lot of technology addiction is due to boredom and loneliness, 2 things that we want to stop at all costs. Therefore, why not try to make your life much more fulfilling? Why not try finding something more fulfilling to do in the real world? For example, you could pick up a new hobby or learn how to play a sport. Why not make the real world much more enjoyable, much more fulfilling, and much more rewarding than scrolling on the same boring old technology over and over again? And lastly, remember, even watching these videos is not the solution at all. You may try to cope yet again and say this is educational content, and sure it is, but in the end, you already know all of these things. You know everything I've said. You just need that little bit of a push to implement it. So go on, here's that push of motivation. Here's that push of motivation to do the right things for yourself and build a better life for yourself. Peace.